You're still watching Nile Cruise, dear viewers, from the heart of Nemek, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization in Al Fustat in Cairo. And Nemek's role is embodied in displaying archaeological diversities and collections, and using the latest techniques to display the treasures here, applying digital documentation, recording, preserving and maintaining and restoring antiquities, and conducting the necessary research for all of what we mentioned, in accordance, of course, with the Antiquities Protection Law. With us now is Mr. Bassem Raouf, and he is a curator here at Nemek. Thank you very much for joining us. And sir, how does this museum, in your view, highlight the richness and diversity of the Egyptian civilization?
Our museum here is totally different than other museum because here we call our museum, it's like a culture hub, not only a museum. We have here a museum theater, we have cinema, educational center, conference room, meeting room, so it's a culture hub, not only a museum. The main gallery here of the museum, it's speaking about the Egyptian civilization. So we start with the civilization starting from the prehistory till the modern time. We're going era after era and years after years with the museum and the antiquities we had here. So it's speaking all the time about the civilization, not spotted on such or just one part of the civilization, but it's speaking about all the Egyptian civilization.
Right, with a focus, I believe, on ancient civilizations, right?
Yes, it's the main focus, not only on the pharaonic part, but we're speaking about the pharaonic part, we're speaking about the Bathlamic, Greek-Roman, Islamic, Coptic, and we have for sure a special gallery for the royal mummies.
Perfect. Of course, it's the royal mummies when they were transported here in April of 2021 that this great museum was inaugurated. Now, Mr. Raouf, which of the ancient civilizations you personally find most attractive, and why? Personally.
For me, it's the pharaonic.
Okay.
That's first of all, that's my studies. I study the pharaonic part section. That was my studies in the college, and I found that it's more attractive, more a lot of secrets in this civilization. So you need to know more about the history of the pharaonic people. So that's the most attractive part.
It's everybody's, I guess, or
yes.
Or at least most of the people's choice. So why are the royal mummies having their final home in this great museum?
Here in the museum, the showing or the way of displaying the royal mummies is totally different than other museums. In the Egyptian museum in Tahrir Square, when the mummies was displayed, it was just one room displaying all the royal mummies beside each other. Here we have a totally different of displaying. You feel that you are entering a real tomb in the Valley of the Kings. We found the walls are black, taking you in the atmosphere of the underworld, which is the second life that they believe that you're going to reborn again on it. And each and every mummy have its own room, which is own coffin, and some of them have part of the antiquities have been discovered with them inside their tombs. So the way itself of displaying the royal mummies is totally different here, so it's attracting people to visit it. So that's why we believe that it's the suitable place for the mummies to stay here in the museum.
Yeah, I mean, when you were talking, you made me feel, you know, that heartbeats will pump when you go into these rooms.
Exactly, yes.
That is the case.
Yes,
you
correct.
get a true feeling or a true sense.
That's correct, yeah.
Perfect. So you must come here. So Nemek received a big group of foreign officials and diplomats. Always you're getting these delegations, tens of them. Tell us about some of them and their reactions when they come here.
Right now the museum, as you know, it's a new museum, so it's spotted. There's a light on this museum everyone come to Egypt, especially as you said, like a president or a famous one, he came to the museum, they have to visit our museum. It's part from their visit to come to the museum. So we are receiving a lot of diplomatics, we receive a lot of presidents all over the world, we receive bands, musicians, we receive football players.
So tell us about some of the famous singers or football players.
I got the chance to go with the Backstreet Boys band.
Wow.
They came here and I got the chance that I one who guided them through the museum.
Perfect. Unforgettable, I guess.
Yeah, because we used to listen to their
Of course,
music when we were kids.
yeah.
So it was something for me, it's very special for this visit.
What about the football players that came here? Tell us about some of them.
We got the visit for Pep Guardiola, the coach,
the famous
for,
coach,
yes,
of course, Manchester City. Yeah.
That's correct. We have also the coach for Al Ahly, Mr. Cooler.
Yes.
He came here to the museum.
Okay.
We have a football player like Said Abdel Hafiz. We have also Said Muawad. So there's a lot of football players. I don't want to miss anyone.
Okay.
But we got a lot of visits.
Perfect. So, what are you especially keen to show the visitors at this museum? When they come here, I'm sure that you are interested, or you believe that some items that you have here will attract more than others. So, for you, where is the focus?
When I received our guests and start to show for them or guide them through the museum, I try to make it as a story, because as I told you that it's a civilization. So I start to, first of all, I'm speaking about the museum and the area of the museum. It's an historical area, Fustat, originally. So we start speaking about the historical area itself, Fustat. After that, we take a tour inside the gallery here, the main gallery. We're speaking in a story. We're starting with the prehistory. After that, the human or the Egyptians start to go from the hills to down to the Nile Valley. So we're going to speak about the Nile Valley and agriculture. After that, starting to build the civilization for the bakery, showcase, and the buildings, engineers. So I'm taking them like a story in how the Egyptian civilization was built till we go to the modern. After that, we finished by the great visit to the royal mummies.
Yes, perfect. We know, of course, of the exhibition for Ramses II and the Gold of the Pharaohs in Sydney. Before that, it was in Paris. About 1 million tickets or 1 million visitors will have visited these exhibitions and more by the time this ends. What about some of the temporary exhibitions here in Al Fustat that are held?
We made a lot of temporary exhibition. We select the topic according to the occasion itself. So last month we were in October and the victory of the 6th of October. So we make a gallery about the victory and the 6th of October. So it was speaking about the Egyptian wars starting also from the pharaonic time till the modern time. So it's any temporary exhibition we held here in the museum. We're taking it in a civilization way or according to the era, pharaonic, Coptic, Islamic, modern, everything it's like this in the museum. So
Wonderful.
This is one of the temporary exhibition was about the victory of the 6th of October.
Any plans for a temporary exhibition in the short upcoming period?
Yes, there's.
Okay.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So how many artifacts, Mr. Raouf, are currently shown in the museum?
In the main gallery here, it's almost 1,600. We have in the royal mummies, it's around 150. And in the textile gallery, we have around 650 something.
Okay, what is the maximum capacity? You still have room, I guess, for more?
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
You still have
It's
a
insane.
lot of room?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This is considered, this is, by the way, this is the smallest gallery open here. We have double sides this room. It's still under construction, or not under construction, it's almost done, but still not opened yet. We hope we're going to open it in the future.
Gem, which is being described, waiting for the official inauguration, of course. It's already, working. Much of the work has been finished. It's been already described as the biggest cultural city in the world, not just museum, but cultural city. How will integration between you here at Nemek and GEM will look like?
The gem is speaking about just a certain topic. It will be a huge museum. All of us waiting for the opening. It will be a very huge museum, but it will be speaking about the pharaonic time only. Here, as you know, we are speaking about the civilization. In the gem, we have the treasure of Tutankhamun. Here we have the royal mummies. So the visitors, when they come to Egypt, this is the main two topics that they are looking for. So right now they have to visit the gem to be able to visit the Tutankhamun treasure, and they have to come to our museum to visit the royal mummies.
Yeah, so you complete each other, actually.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, perfect. So how do you evaluate the change in the area surrounding the museum, Mr. Raouf, which used to be, you know, slums and so on, but now it's really, you know, the infrastructure being put makes it beautiful. So how do you see that transformation?
There's totally change happened. If you got the chance to come beside the museum before the opening, as you said, it was a slum. The lake, it was not a pier. A lot of people surprised that there is a lake here in this area. However, it's an historical lake, this Ain Sira lake. But a lot of people don't know that there is a lake here because of the slum, and it was not clean at all. Right now, it became very visible for the people. It's very clean. All the people will be able to see it. So it's a totally transformation happened in this area from slum to a modern civilized area. People would like to come and visit this place.
And the technological use here at the museum is one of its strong points. Tell us about some of the high-tech techniques that you use here to impress the visitors.
In the museum here, we're having the technology have been used a lot. We have like touch screens. That's for the kids. They can get the information from it. They'll be able to reach it, and also adults to have the chance to read more and get more information if they need more information. We have a data show, as you can see, these large screens, and also we hope we're gonna open soon the Capital Museum. These pyramids, the glass pyramid, it will be like a capital museum. When you go up there, it's almost on the 13th floor. From there, you'll be able to see the pyramids, the great Giza pyramids. You'll be able to see the citadel, Amr ibn al-As Mosque, and the church. So there will be screens there. You're gonna move these screens, for example, till you reach the pyramids. You're gonna click on it. It will give you all the information about the pyramids.
So a new Cairo tower, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So Al Fustat Tower. And finally, Mr. Raouf, I understood from your words, and we saw when we came here, students as well, very young children, school students. I'm sure you get university students as well. We saw a lot of foreigners from the East, from the Far East. We saw a lot of Westerners, a lot of Africans, a lot of Arabs. I saw that in just 30 minutes. So talk to us about I want to ask specifically about the young students that come here and the mission that you have here at Nemek to, you know, raise awareness about our great civilization.
We have here in the museum a special department. It's called Educational Department. They are responsible for the school visits and for the kids. They are responsible to take them in a very special tour with a very specialized curators. They know how to deliver the information in a very easy way for these kids to be able to understand, and we raise the importance of the museums, and we raise the importance of the civilization for these kids. And also they have a workshop downstairs in the educational center. They make workshops and they start to work with their own hands on a lot of workshops like pottery, jewelry. They have a lot of mummification, so they have a lot of workshop for the kids they held down in the educational center.
You as a curator, what do you exactly do, and how difficult is it, and how enjoyable is it?
The curator, actually, he do a lot of things. from collecting data, preparing the temporary exhibition, special gallery, special tours for the VIP. So the curator is the core of the museum work. So he do a lot of things. For me especially, I'm specialized in the VIP tours, and in the temporary exhibition I'm helping my friends, and also sometimes in the public relation.
Okay, that must be fun.
Yes.
Fun to do. Thank you very much. It's been informative, and it's been a joy to be with you, Mr. Bassem Raouf, curator here at NEMC, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Dear viewers, Nile Cruise will be back from NEMC, from the heart of Al Fustat, right after this. Please stay with us.